What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WIDEBODY Nation. Today, we are potentially saving you thousands on your next new car purchase by understanding the difference between a dealer discount and a manufacturer incentive or rebate. With that being said, we are going to be on these manufacturers' websites. And by manufacturer, I mean Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Toyota, all the different manufacturers. They all do similar things to make sure you get in the door and buy their vehicles. Now, there's also the dealership to talk about, which we will talk about them in depth. We had a lot of car salesmen, car managers commenting on my last videos. Some were happy, some are not so much. So if you guys are in the business, comment down below. Tell me what you think. Before we get into the nitty gritty here, folks, before we get into the money saving talk, announcing our 5,000 subscriber giveaway. To enter into it, all you have to do, click that subscribe button, and you will be automatically entered to win a set of Apple AirPods Pro. We did Powerbeats Pro last time. This time we're kind of stepping it up, or maybe just stepping it over on the same playing field with some premium, Secret Service style headphones. So all you got to do, subscribe, $250 headphones. Sounds like a good deal to me. Pretty good chance on that. Now let's get into the dealer discounts versus the manufacturer incentives. We're going to start with manufacturer incentives because that is the more widespread common thing between California and Maryland, between Michigan and Texas. It happens everywhere, although it does vary by state. Now, what are manufacturer incentives? Manufacturer incentives are some sort of incentive, not to use the word to define it, but some sort of way to go ahead and try to get you at least into the dealership, if not actually be the reason that you buy the car. So for instance, we're on Dodge's website. Looks like a wide-body car right here. Okay, let's do Challenger. That's a Challenger wide-body. Let's do it. Hey, we're going to go full send and see what the Challenger offers are. Now, quick note, if you want to see what the incentives, since you guys are going to be experts by the end of this video, if you want to see what the incentives are for any vehicle out there, Chevy C8 Corvette, 2020 Charger wide body, Toyota RAV4, whatever it is, whatever the new cars are out there, all you need to do is go to their websites, and there's usually like a shopping tools section. Go over to anything that says incentives or offers. I know I'm kind of blocking it for you guys. And that'll give you the models that they have. So not just on Dodge, on Toyota, you can go offers up here in the top middle. You guys see that? You click on offers, and that goes ahead and pulls up the offers by a vehicle. So I'm not going to bog you down too much yet. We're gonna start with one vehicle, explain it all, and then we will make it make sense across all the brands, and then we'll jump over into those dealer discounts, because the dealer discounts is where it really gets nitty gritty, down to the brass tacks, the rubber meeting the road, because that's where you're really sealing the deal. Let's check out our Challenger offers, and you guys know we're gonna pick a wide body. I'm thinking we're gonna pick the red eye, just because the red eye is the baddest dude on the block. All right, let's click the red eye wide body and check it out. So it looks like Dodge's sales and economic wizards up in corporate, they determined that in order for them to have a higher probability of selling these vehicles to you that are $80,000 Chargers, or Challengers. Chargers, it's the same thing for Chargers too. They're like the same deal. Just 2 doors, 4 doors, basically. In order for you guys to go ahead and buy them, they determined that it would be a great incentive to get you to buy it by giving you $7,970 off the MSRP. The MSRP being that sticker price on the sticker on the window or the hood of the car, wherever the dealers put it. Everyone's doing weird stuff with those these days. Now, some other incentives that they've decided to offer on the website is this finance APR incentive. Now, most incentives, you cannot double dip. Sometimes you can, but usually, I would say more often than not, you cannot. So you either got to pick, do you want about $8,000 off if you're financing or paying cash, or do you want 0% financing? Now, generally speaking, and I'll have another video on it where we go cash versus percent, generally speaking, if you've got a bad interest rate, but they're going to give you the 0%, obviously you would take the 0%. If you've got a great interest rate from a credit union or a personal bank or whatever it may be, then you would obviously take the cash. I think that's pretty simple to understand. We'll do another video on that. So you guys see this right here, $797 times $10 a horsepower, because that's power dollars. You guys already know that, so that's $8,000 off. Let's look at an actual car, because here at Wide Body Nation we actually look at cars to make it all make sense. We bring it together. $797 with a zero on the back end of it, because $10 per horsepower. So here we go. This is in Kentucky. This is a red eye, like we just talked about. Wide body, obviously. It's got a sticker price of $92,645. Now you guys see there's a dealer discount right here. Don't pay attention to that right now. This 2020 National Retail Consumer Cash is your manufacturer incentive. The dealerships, as long as you qualify for it, as long as you're registering the vehicle in the zip code that this is active, and you can just put in the zip code on the Dodge website. All you got to do is put in your zip code right here. You know, say you have a Columbus, Georgia zip code. Boom, put it in there. It'll show you the incentives right there. It's got it in for you. Boom, same incentive. So even if I buy this car in Middlesboro, Kentucky, I'm registering it in the zip code. I will qualify for the incentives in my zip code, aka my region, because they do it by region. Because supply and demand varies by state. Texas versus Minnesota, going to be different supply and demand for an 800 horsepower car. All right, folks. Before I talk dealer discount versus the manufacturer incentive, I just want to make a quick point on the manufacturer incentives. They usually have incentives for every model of every brand. Now, whether or not they're good incentives is a whole nother conversation. You know, like when I bought my C8 Corvette back in March, do you think Chevy had to convince anybody to go buy a C8 Corvette in 2020? The answer to that is no. So I did not have anything beneficial from Chevy as a company to go ahead and sweeten the deal. And the dealer was charging a pretty penny. We'll do a whole video on the C8 Corvette purchase. Now, we're on Toyota's website. If you guys are looking for a specific vehicle, I would highly recommend searching for the actual vehicle. So that's, then it'll pull up the vehicle you're looking for. Here is the last note I'll make on incentives for now. Like we said, manufacturer incentives are determined by people that are pretty smart up in the corporate side of these manufacturers. Their company. They're not the ones down at the dealers making the deal. They're ones up with all the data. Generally speaking, you are going to see more aggressive incentives to get you to buy the outgoing model year, so the 2020s in this case, than you are for the incoming. So for instance, we're looking at Tacomas, aka tacos, right here, and it is not Tuesday when I'm making this video. The APR incentive, the annual percentage rate incentive for a 2020 Tacoma on a 72-month is 3.9%. So this is actually a bit confusing because it looks like they're giving a better incentive for a 2021 at 2.9%. Go ahead and counter this with, let's go ahead with Dodge. So for Dodge, for 2021, their power dollars incentive is only $6,000 back on a Hellcat, a 700 plus horsepower vehicle, whereas in 2020 it is $10 per horsepower, so $7,000 to $8,000 on a similar vehicle. So there are usually, and I just showed you that there's some variation. Usually these incentives are to get rid of the old models and then make room for those new ones so they can make better profits, get those new ones in, and they don't have a bunch of ton of stock of the old models while they're starting to sell all these new ones, and then now they have all these old ones. They're taking losses, all this crazy stuff. Kind of interesting that Toyota went ahead and did something like this. Let's check Jeep real quick. Jeep has a lot of, it looks like they've already transitioned away from the 2021 Wrangler. So Jeep has both the 2020s and the 2021s on their website. So for a Gladiator, for a 2020 Gladiator, you could get up to $45.50 off versus a 2021, you're probably not looking at much until they really get rid of those 2020s. Let's talk about dealer discounts. Dealer discounts are usually the money that the dealer is taking out of their own pockets to go ahead and make you accept that deal, or to close the deal, if you will. The dealer does not lose money on manufacturer incentives. I'm going to say this again. The dealer does not lose money on manufacturer incentives. You see this code right here? There's a reason there's a code, because when the dealership files the deal, they're inputting this launch code, and that tells Dodge that you qualified for the incentive to save $7,970, and Dodge needs to absorb that cost for the dealership. And Dodge does that. However, this dealer discount right here is, a lot of people have been commenting in these videos that the online prices are BS, or the online prices are not whatever. From my experience, in my opinion, some dealerships honor their online price and some don't. The online price can sometimes be to get you in the door, but we're not talking about online price right now. We're pretending that this is the real deal that we are essentially signing on to right here, which it should be, in my opinion. This dealer discount of $5,970, that is money that the dealership is willing to forego. That is profit that they are willing to give up in order to move that metal, in order to get that car sold to you. So, if you roll into a dealership and they are, so say for a wide body Scat Pack. Say for a wide body Scat Pack Charger that has a sticker price of $50,000. And you go in and they say, hey my man, or hey my woman, or however you want to phrase that. Hey, we can save you, we're going to take about $5,000 off. We're going to take $4,850 off. And you say, I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys knowing what you're doing. However, that's a discount from Dodge. You guys haven't given me $1 off from the dealer. You've only given me Dodge's discount. So while you do appreciate them going ahead and ideally not playing any funny business, they're only giving you a fair deal. And that's what I call a fair deal. A fair deal on a car is getting exactly the amount of money off that the manufacturer guarantees you in their incentives or their rebates or their interest rates, but nothing more from a dealership. Now, to get a good, a great, or a steal of a deal, you got to be able to get in there, get your elbows dirty, get your knuckles greasy, and start negotiating. So, it is apparent on the website we're looking at here that they're doing a dealer discount already to try to get people in the door. Because, let's be honest, selling a $92,500 Challenger when you could go turn around and buy some other pretty attractive vehicles, it is pretty tough. So this dealer, it makes sense. So when you're negotiating, you're starting, you got your sticker price, and then you got your price with the manufacturer MSRP, and then you negotiate the dealer discount. Ensure that they keep that manufacturer's price or manufacturer incentive on your deal sheet. Because some dealers, I'm just saying some, this is also in my opinion, some dealers will give you the discount, but then mark the car back up. So maybe they'll give you $4,850 off, but then they'll mark the car back up a couple grand, and that's straight profit for them. Because remember, Dodge is not losing any of this money right here. Sorry, the dealer is not losing any of that money. That is Dodge taking a hit according to their calculations and trying to move those units, trying to help the dealers out. The dealership is losing or giving up money when they give you a dealer discount. Now, some other dealer discounts that you guys may be familiar with may be things like, National Realtors Association or USA discount, or military discount, or student discount, or all different types of discounts that are going to go ahead. Well, we just went, okay. Let's get some incentives and offers. Those discounts are also done by the manufacturer. Anything that you find on the manufacturer's website is going to go ahead and come out of the manufacturer's pocket. So they have their vehicles right here, but then if you want to go down here, they will also show you on many manufacturers' website, they will show you the different other incentives they have. So you have your cash off, you have your interest rate. They will show you on their website, you got your affiliate rewards. So this is where you're looking at some and we need to do a whole video on employee pricing because it is very confusing. I had to do a lot of talking to different dealerships to go ahead and daisy chain all of this together to piece together the absolute just spider web that is employee pricing. But you got affiliate rewards / employee pricing. You got some disability stuff right here that's a discount. Then you got your first responders, get your military bonus cash. There's some other incentives that you might see at certain dealerships, like I said, discount for employee pricing for all or dealer discount. This is where online pricing starts to get confusing because they start putting all this together, and you really got to start talking to the dealers. At that point, it turns into negotiation. You get your National Association of Realtors member, but it's got a code there so you know it's legit. Military, non-prime retail bonus cash. I believe that is associated with credit, but I owe you guys an answer on that. And then VIN-specific select inventory would imply that it is for this specific car, for this specific VIN, but those are one of the things that I would, in my opinion, expect for them to go ahead and not probably give you unless there was some sort of fluke. But generally speaking, all of these are incentives that Dodge does to move this metal. The dealer discount comes from you guys negotiating. The dealer discount comes from you guys walking into the dealership, early in the month, and then following up with them throughout the month via email, text, phone call, in person, and then coming back in at the end of the month, like on Black Friday or right before Cyber Monday, and being like, I think I'm ready to do the deal. If you could just take another $500 off, another $1,000 off, whatever. That extra money off is the dealer discount. We have more negotiating videos coming up, but again, the most important part of your car deal that people call negotiation is the research that you're doing right now. So if you guys watch the end of the video, I appreciate it. We have a lot of added value up and above the giveaways that we do. We have free stocks down below. We have just straight up cash for signing up for different types of banking apps, banking and stock trading. We have all the credit cards that I use all down in the description below. We also have a merchandise store that I have linked in the top comment, the top pinned comment. If you guys would like to check that out, just released it, so we got some stuff fresh off the press, some real nice fitted t-shirts and some other stuff like that. Not your crappy t-shirts, not your like really crimpy cotton stuff. Like, we're talking t-shirts that you're gonna want to wear because it's comfortable, not just because it says WIDEBODY Nation. So appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button before 5,000 subscribers, or else you're gonna miss out on the giveaway. I had a lot of people, we hit 1,000 subscribers and I did the giveaway live. We had a bunch of you guys tuning in. But some people, they were late to the party. So now they're subscribed, which is great for 5,000, but they missed out on the 1,000. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Comment down below if you guys are in the market for a wide body car, if you're in the market for a beater car, if you're in the market for a Lambo, if you guys got questions, comments, concerns, video recommendations. I'm going to do a little bit more of these, philosophical and negotiation videos and some. So we're gonna keep it true to the channel though. We're talking real deals. We're already talking about real deals here. We got charges up. I actually did get a quote from this dealer on this specific vehicle. So if you guys watched some videos before this, you guys would already know that as well. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If I was not clear enough and I need to do a follow-up video on dealer incentive or on dealer discounts versus manufacturer incentives, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you tuning in. Happy late Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a good Black Friday, getting all the craziest deals out there. Gear up for that Cyber Monday. Make sure your computers are plugged in, phones are plugged in, Twitter fingers are ready to make those deals. And I will see you guys for the next video.